left a good man because I was afraid of a peaceful life. I used to think that love had to hurt a little, that if it didn't come with anxiety, confusion, and emotional highs and lows, then it probably wasn't real. I learned that belief from the relationships before him, the ones that kept me guessing, the ones that made me cry more than they made me smile, the ones that felt intense, but never safe. And then I met him, and he was nothing like the men I was used to. We met during a calm chapter of my life, the kind of chapter that feels boring if you're addicted to chaos. I had just moved into a new apartment, started a stable job, and for the first time in years, my life wasn't falling apart. That should have felt good, but instead, it made me restless. He was introduced to me by a mutual friend at a small dinner gathering. While everyone else was loud, sharing stories, laughing over drinks, he sat beside me and asked simple questions. How do you like the new place? Are you settling in okay? He listened carefully, not checking his phone, not waiting for his turn to talk. That should have impressed me, but at the time, I didn't feel anything dramatic. No spark, no rush, just calm. We started seeing each other slowly. Coffee dates, evening walks, quiet dinners where conversation flowed without effort. He was consistent. He texted when he said he would. He showed up on time. He never made me question where I stood. And that was the problem, because I didn't know what to do with certainty. I kept waiting for the moment where he would pull away, for the red flag I could use as an excuse to leave. But it never came. He respected my boundaries, asked before assuming, apologized when he made mistakes. He was emotionally available in a way I wasn't used to. And instead of feeling grateful, I felt uncomfortable. I started feeling like something was missing. Not because he lacked anything, but because my nervous system was used to instability. I caught myself comparing him to men from my past. He doesn't make my heart race like the others did. He doesn't make me feel obsessed. He doesn't make me feel desperate. What I didn't realize then was that those feelings weren't love. They were fear. One night, we sat on his couch, watching a movie we both half paid attention to. My head rested on his shoulder. His hand was warm, steady. He looked down at me and said softly, I really like what we're building. That sentence terrified me, because building something means staying, and staying meant I couldn't run. I smiled and nodded. But inside, panic started whispering. I began pulling away. Not obviously, just enough. I replied slower, canceled plans, stopped opening up. He noticed immediately. Did I do something wrong? He asked gently, and that made it worse, because there was nothing to blame. So I blamed the relationship itself. I told myself I wasn't ready, that maybe I needed something more exciting, that maybe this wasn't love. One evening I sat across from him in a quiet cafe and said the words I had been rehearsing in my head. I think you deserve someone who's more sure. He looked confused. I am sure, he said. I thought you were too. I looked away. I don't think I can give you what you want. He didn't argue, didn't beg, didn't try to convince me. He just nodded slowly. I wish you had told me you were scared, he said. That sentence broke something in me, but I still left. I told myself it was the right choice, that I was being honest, that I was protecting both of us. For a while, I felt relieved, free. Then the silence settled in. There were no more good morning messages. No one checking if I got home safely. No one remembering the small things. At first, I enjoyed the independence. Then slowly, I missed him. Not desperately, but deeply. I missed the calm, the predictability, the feeling of being chosen without having to earn it. I dated again, men who were exciting, unpredictable, emotionally unavailable. And every time I felt anxious, every time I stared at my phone waiting for a reply, a thought crept into my mind. He never made me feel like this. Months later, I ran into him by accident at a bookstore. He looked good, healthier, lighter, tui. We talked briefly, politely. He told me he was seeing someone. Someone kind. Someone steady. Someone who wanted the same things he did. I smiled and said I was happy for him. And I meant it. But when I walked away, my chest felt heavy. Because I finally understood the truth. I didn't leave because I didn't love him. I left because I didn't know how to live in peace. I mistook calm for boredom. Safety for lack of passion. Consistency for limitation. I thought love was supposed to feel like chaos. I was wrong. Love isn't about emotional roller coasters. Love is about choosing each other on ordinary days. About building something you don't want to escape from. By the time I learned that lesson, he was already building that life with someone else. I don't regret leaving him, but I regret not understanding myself sooner. And if you are listening to this, if you are with someone who makes your life quieter, not louder, please ask yourself this. Are you bored, or are you finally at peace? I am Lucy, and this is Unsaid Love.